2023 has been an okay year for popular music. I wouldn't say it's been a great year, but it certainly hasn't all been bad. I will say the bad songs, however, stuck out like a sore thumb this year, maybe a little more than usual. But nonetheless, let's hop right into discussing them. K-pop with Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, and The Weeknd. With a song this heavy loaded with star power, you'd expect it to be one of the year's most inescapable hits, yet it left virtually no footprint, and upon first listen, it was clear to see why. It's a genuinely boring song with super generic production. I just don't understand how three of the biggest artists in the world, who all have very distinctive styles, can create something so devoid of personality or presence. Next song is Search and Rescue by Drake. What would a normal year in popular music look like without Drake releasing a bad or mid song at this point? It's so predictable. I'm kind of wanting him to shock me and release something as good as his earlier days, but Drake has proven to be quantity over quality. And if his last few albums have proven anything, it's that Drake is just not in great artistic shape. Search and Rescue sounds devoid of any and all character. It's like if you told AI or a team of writers to write a Drake song, this is what it would sound like. It's not very good or convincing. Karma remix with Ice Spice. Never in a million years did I expect Ice Spice and Taylor Swift to have a collaboration, especially within Ice's first year of visibility. She's had massive hype, and securing a feature with the biggest pop star on the planet, who by the way doesn't have a lot of rap features, seems like one, such a hard thing to do, and two, very impressive. I like the original Karma well enough. It has a nice melody, nice production, and unique thematic angle. Unfortunately, the magic is completely lost on Karma remix. This is No Boy's a Liar. Ice Spice sounds awkward and misplaced, and her verses just drag along. She added nothing to the song, but it served as yet another notch in her belt. Baby Don't Hurt Me, David Guetta, Anne-Marie, and Coi Leray. David Guetta came back in a big way last year with I'm Good alongside BB Rexa, which was just a reworking of I'm Blue by Eiffel 65. And ever since then, Guetta has been trying to recapture lightning in a bottle with his mini releases that follow the same exact formula. This time around taking on Hathaway's What Is Love, with Anne-Marie and Coi Leray tagging along. Coi's verse actually isn't half bad, but the verses are forgettable. The style of brash synths are awful, and Hathaway's original song sometimes gets ragged on for being a little cheesy, but it's arguably the most iconic Eurodance song of all time, and David Guetta attempting to rework it only highlights how great of a song the original is. Single Soon, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez has become a makeup lady. Rare Beauty has done extremely well. Selena's music career and output has not been as consistent as her presence in the media, and her musical return this year left a lot to be desired. Selena literally has no presence at all on this song. She sounds like she was forced to record it and was bored while doing it. I imagine if someone like Carly Rae Jepsen sung this song, it would have sounded and fared much, much better. But Selena doesn't have enough vitality on this song. It's quite literally the type of plain background music you'd expect to hear on something like a makeup advert. Bongos, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B seems to be stuck artistically. She's been up and down about her album, she's been coasting on features, and has expressed a lack of security in her music. A far cry from her boisterous debut in 2018, where everything seemed to fall in line seamlessly. Cardi even started off the 2020s strong with two back-to-back #1 hits, with Up and WAP, with WAP ultimately being a massive song.
Give me everything you got for this wet-ass P-word. I mean,
a bucket and a mop?
This sounds like there's something that is going on here that is not biologically normal.
With the chemistry Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi had on that song, it was reasonable to expect nothing but good things for their second collaboration. Instead, you get an awkward, disjointed song that so desperately wants to be WAP, but without its magic, and Megan Thee Stallion easily and completely outshining Cardi. Mind Your Business, Britney Spears, and will.i.am. 2023 has been a shift in the world of Britney Spears to say the least. Post-conservatorship Britney is drastically different, which is expected, but I always wondered how this would materialize into music, if any at all. I didn't expect Britney to return to music. And yet, she came back with 2 songs with 2 very different male collaborators. One with Elton John, who has been reworking a lot of his old material into the modern landscape, and will.i.am, who Britney previously had a massive hit with Scream and Shout. And he was also behind the mess of Britney Jean. And yet, the song they released sounds like an outtake from that era. The woman singing on the track barely sounds like Britney Spears. It's robotic, but not in the cool with intent type of way. The beat and synths are also trash, and the lyrics are just mind-numbing and super repetitive. If you are expecting anything similar to the fiery Piece of Me, then you will be greatly disappointed. Mother, Meghan Trainor.
No, because Meghan Trainor is literally mother.
This year saw the return of Meghan Trainor, which I'm sure wasn't on anyone's bingo card, but TikTok is the app that keeps giving. Unfortunately, Meghan isn't giving good songs. Perfectly timed because the mother meme and lingo had completely taken over the internet. But if you had to use the word mansplaining in a song that's about being a mother, you've automatically lost me. If you have to use mansplaining in a song in general, you've automatically lost me, but especially considering the subject matter. And the Mr. Sandman interpolation is so tacky. Even a video starring Kris Jenner, one of the most famous mothers and momagers on earth, couldn't give life to this song. Try that in a small town Jason Aldean. Well, not only is the song legitimately shit, it has a bad melody, generic bro country styled instrumental. It was obviously hard not to take notice of the implications and microaggressive nature of the song and video. I feel like it's also one of those songs that are specifically designed to be rage bait, and the sense of having simple-minded people applaud it for speaking the truth and being some great opposition against supposed cancel culture. It's just a stinker in every way. Hands on Me, Jason Derulo, and Meghan Trainor. 2 pop stars who had their prime in the 2010s and had TikTok breathe new life into their careers, which has resulted in several bad, desperate, and on-the-nose pandering songs from both. Their biggest offense, however, came as a duo, flipping one of pop and R&B's greatest standards, Benny King's Stand By Me, into a lame and plastic sex jam. The funny thing is, they managed to make it sound like every Meghan Trainor song in existence. Soulless, flavorless, uninspired doo-wop. In an era filled to the brim with lazy sampling, this one is particularly egregious. While they spend the entire song begging someone to put their hands on them, let's just hope neither one of them put their hands on a classic song again.